There we are. So hopefully it just works, but it does. Hopefully. No, it does. Right, so yes, anyway, ignore my really random intro thinking my internet just died. I have returned today once again to deliver some more of that JoJo Part 7 hype. On this stream we are covering Volume 15, which covers chapters 56 to 59. As we know, a lot did actually happen last time on the JoJo's Part 7's verse. We had the end of the Pippo arc, which actually was 11 out of 10, possibly even 12 out of 10 it was. I must say, it was pretty freaking amazing. Actually, no, incredible it was, actually. The better adjective to use in this actual kind of thing is incredible. So yeah, that happened. We also got to find out what happened to Lucy still as well, because that's still up in the air, because I do believe she's actually kind of posing as Scarlet Valentine currently. So I want to know more about what's really going on there. What actually happened to Scarlet as well, because Hot Pants said, "Do not worry, I've got an idea." And I was like, oh, that seems interesting. I want to see what happens there. And also as well, I believe Gyro actually won the last stage as well. So yeah, hopefully, what I'm actually kind of hoping for is the fact that I just fix the latency issues, because I ended the stream last time just for about a split second just to get the latencies like kind of fixed, because there's a heck of a lot of latency on this thing now. I do not understand why. It never happened before, but with JoJo all the time there is latency, so I have no idea what's happening. There we are. So I'm all working actually. I'm all working, and also this time I have not actually kind of cancelled the tabs I did last time with Twitch on it, because last time I accidentally cancelled the tab with Twitch on it. But this time we're all good. We're literally all freaking good currently. So yeah. Anyhow, let's begin Volume 15 and Chapter 56, which I believe is called Civil War. Yeah, 56 Civil War Part 1. So. The cause of death seems to be a head injury. Ah! Please calm down, Mr. Steele. Please calm down. From the impact when she hit the river. Why? She said she was going to come home from the library. Why did she come here? Lucy, Please get hold of yourself. Bring the carriage here. Hurry. Get Mr. Steele away from here. 4 weeks ago, southern outskirts of Chicago off the shore of Lake Michigan, near the Fox River. Bring the carriage over here. Lucy. That's not... What? That's not Lucy, I can tell. What is this? Her face unmistakably Lucy, but who is that? So that's where it all went to. Okay. Because I believe we didn't really get too much information last time. It was more just like a Pippo versus Gyro versus Johnny versus also, I've got to mention, also Magenta's still alive. So I do believe we kind of ended it thinking, oh, Magenta's actually dead. No, he's not. He's alive. So there's that plot point as well. But yeah, anyhow. So I don't believe I actually got too much information last volume, so it's actually kind of nice to actually kind of brought it back. Kind of give us some information to see what's actually really going on here. So, anyway, the 7th stage, 12th day, about 150 kilometers east of Philadelphia, Gettysburg. Joe, is there something you want to buy? If you order it on the catalogue, you can get whatever it is brought in the next town or the next town after that. They have golf sets, telescopes, and lanterns. They have everything. Things are getting more convenient. Give me 5 cards. You make me wait for a billion goddamn years. You're taking 5. Do they have Axle grease in that catalogue? The ointment we brought last time had lard in it, so it tracks bugs. Axle grease is better. Hey. Teddy. Boy. Girl. Ooh. Jarrett, look. It's Hot Pants. That bastard. Why in the hell is he in such a hurry? He's running like a chicken with diarrhea. He's not even a part of this race anymore. Looks like he hasn't noticed that we made a camp here either. Seems like he's in a rush to get away from someone. Alright, Let's follow him. Put out the fire and gather our stuff. We need to get back the corpse parts that the arsehole took from us. Yeah. I mean, possibly, actually might in theory get some information on what's really going on with Hot Pants as well. So I believe that was like the whole entire thing with Hot Pants is they don't really know the motivation behind what's really going on with Hot Pants. It's actually kind of interesting in that regard. Kind of slowly get some information here and there, which actually is kind of neat. Kind of slowly feed you information about Hot Pants. Which way did he go? Why would he be in such a rush to get to this town? What the hell is he up to? Did he realize that we were following him? No, it doesn't seem like that. Seem that way yet. Hey Gyro, what are you planning on doing when we catch up to Hot Pants? Beat the shit out of him, and beat him up some more. He's not an enemy, but I'm still gonna make him talk about what his true objectives are. I'm gonna make him tell me everything about who the corpse is and what he's planning to do with it. Man, if only we actually get an anime of JoJo Part 7. It'd just be the coolest thing ever. Let's face it, it'd just be the coolest thing ever. I have to go through Part 5 to 6 first, but still, it'd just be the coolest thing ever. A man just came in here. How big is the back of this building? Ah. Oh, excuse me, miss. Oh, excuse me, sister. We're not trying to make trouble here. I'm sorry, but this is a religious I'm sorry, but is this a religious establishment? If it is, it doesn't look so well kept. And one more thing. Do you know who Hot Pants is? Oh. This is just the town's garbage dump. This is the first time I've come here to throw something away. I don't know how big it is. Something. Finally, finally, something's up. I can feel it. I don't know what Hot Pants is up to, but this might be where he's hiding the corpse parts. And the next part of the torso might be around here somewhere. Johnny, keep an eye on that sister. I'll go check the back. Wait for my signal. Oh. The word something always throws me off sometimes as well. I don't know why. Oh, that Johnny stare though. That Johnny stare. I haven't told Jerry yet. I didn't think I had to. I don't really know why I haven't told him yet. That you're a woman, Hot Pants. Does tell us what you're doing. Why are you collecting the corpse parts? Even if you're a woman, I won't be so nice to you when Joro comes back. We've been risking our lives to do this. If you obtain the legs at the frozen stray, make sure you don't let go of it. The one who has it right now, Johnny. Is it you? Hey! Don't underestimate me. I'm the one asking the questions here. Answer me, Hot Pants. Are you a nun? When you were at your hometown, did you spend your days as a regular woman? Have you fallen in love with people? If you call Jaro back here, both of you will die. That's why I made him go to the back. All of my corpse parts have been taken from me. You can't let go of them. I couldn't do anything about it. I had to throw them away. Oh Lord, I had to give everything up. Huh. Ah. Johnny, you can't throw them away. Even my spray doesn't work. I can't extract them out of my body. It's because I threw them away. Big sister. What? Hot Pants, what's going on? Huh. 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 Johnny, I can't bear this any longer. Even when I became a member of the church, even when I became a child of God, it didn't work. I sacrificed him. My heart couldn't take it anymore. I wasn't able to collect all of the holy body parts. An enemy. Hot pants. Were you already attacked by someone? You have to purify it with water, Johnny. Wow, okay. Alright. This is quite a revelation. If you have no choice but to sacrifice something, you have to purify it. You have to purify it. Hot pants. What is she talking about? Is someone else here? An enemy? Is there someone nearby? Gyro! Come back, Gyro. There's an enemy here. This. Humans must sacrifice in order to progress, or are you going to retrieve that? Are you going to retrieve that? Oh wow, that's a really freaking cool design. That's a really cool design. Oh my god. That is an amazing design. What the hell is that? An enemy? On the ground? Is that the corpse? The parts are all there. Ah! What? Oh, damn, son. This is getting intense. For a start of the arc, damn, son. This is getting quite intense. Already, we're like 20 pages in, I think, maybe. Nope. And there's the end of the chapter. 56, end. 57, Civil War Part 2. That's a pretty freaking dank cover album, actually. Like, man, you can see Johnny, Gyro, and Hot Pants about to drop that danky SoundCloud EP. Like, man, I would listen to the hell out of that. I kind of wish if in alternate reality there happens to be posters of all of the different chapter pictures, because they're really freaking cool. Like, some of them are really, really amazing. Like, if they actually can blow them up to like A1 size, it'd be really freaking cool to have them as posters, because they're actually technically the best covers I've seen in my lifetime. It's just so goddamn cool. So 57 Civil War Part 2. Oh no, here we go. Here we go, boys. The SBR transnational is also a term you actually can use, but it's transcontinental. Transnational it travels nations. Continental means it travels continents. I think my brain's not losing it at this point, which it probably is because I've been doing a whole entire essay on Dadaism. Dadaism, is that how you even say it? Alright, here we go, boys. The SBR transcontinental race is finally at its 7th stage goal, with only about 2 to 3 days left. Though it started with 3,825 participants in San Diego, the frozen strait proved to be even harsher than the Arizona desert. Currently, we're down to a meager 61 races. Our current rankings are as such. Woohoo! There we go. I miss that guy. I don't know why I said transnational. My brain just kind of immediately thinks when it goes to different places transnational. But transnational is not the correct term, it's transcontinental. Right, so total rankings chart. So number 1, Poker Loco. Number 2, Jared Zeppelin. Number 3, Johnny Joestar. So Norisuke number 4. Number 5, Diego Brando. Number 6 is Sloop John B. And 7 is Baba Yaga. Okay. Alright. Oh man, here we go again. Alright. This is going to be a long one. I can already tell. Alright. But the true meaning of this ranking chart is that all of the racers and their horses who have so far overcome the obstacles of this continent's environment and culture are the true champions, and not one racer who has survived until now is unworthy of their rank. Also, once we pass the 7th stage goal of Philadelphia, the running distance of the next 2 stages are short. Therefore, it's very likely that a champion who places first in this stage will keep their lead through the next 3 goals to New York City. 3 goals, 300 points. That means anyone has a shot to make a huge comeback victory. This 7th stage is a critical one indeed. And that may be the reason for this, but the fan favorite in the SBR race bets are, you guessed it, Gyro Zeppeli. I love this guy. This guy is Gyro Zeppeli's like true fan. I love him. Coming in second is Johnny Joestar. Like I wish I had a fan like that. Just the SBR narrator is like the greatest guy in the world. I love him. He is a true Dro bro. Like everyone's like, oh no, Gyro Zeppeli. Borchelati's actually the true Joe bro. No, it's actually the narrator from the SBR races. He's a true Joe. He's a true Joe bro. Like the truest one out of all of them. Let's face it. Oh, we're still going. We're still going, boys. Right. So, from San Francisco to NY, from London, Paris, and even Tokyo, bets are being placed left and right all over the world. People from all around the world are hoping that either one of the two will be the winner. There we are. Whew! that one always takes it out of me after a while. Because it has to be shouted, because you can actually tell it's shouted. Right, so those two. They've deviated from the course route slightly, away from the leading races. That means they found it. The torso and the rest of the corpse parts. Ooh! They deviated from the route to go to Gettysburg in order to get the torso. Everything is going as planned finally. It's time for me to collect the parts. With the head remaining, it is time for me to collect the other parts. Woohoo! Alright. Alright. Enemy? What the? Is this thing an enemy? This bear. This is my bear. What? Why the hell is it here? It sank. My bear. It sank underneath my arm. Where did it go? Was the real thing... Was that the real thing? Am I being attacked? Humans can't progress without sacrificing something. Or... will you retrieve what you left behind, Gyro Zeppeli? Ora! Uria! A stand. It evaded my attack by breaking off into different parts. Was it able to discern my steel ball's attack? The user is around here somewhere. The user must be nearby, which means he's watching me as we speak. Hello, how's it going? How is it going? What? What? What's up with all this garbage? This knife with this warm blade and this piece of chicken. I thought I threw these things away back at the camp. Johnny, hurry, you have to get away from here. HP, I promise I'll help you. No, you can't. You can't think of saving me or Gyro. You can't go help Gyro, else you'll be forced to sacrifice something. Big sister. Big sister. Grrr. Ah. Big sis. Ah. Wow. Alright, so we actually get some backstory on Hot Pants. Freaking sweet. The thing I always wanted. Some backstory in Hot Pants. One of the things I always so dearly wanted in JoJo Part 7. Since Hot Pants actually is one of the most interesting characters out of the whole entire cast. Which there happens to be a lot of good characters in this. Actually, no, they're the best, but still, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. That day, I don't remember who suggested that we go out. We were attacked by a grizzly bear. When I went to the woods to collect nuts with my brother, the bears were supposed to be further back in the mountains. I'd never even seen the bear trick before. Oh, I've even seen a bear track before, and I ah ah ah. I sacrificed my brother with my own hands. I pushed my brother away with my own hands. I did it. I sacrificed my parents' precious son. I was the only one to know about this. Everyone in town, they were all kind to me, my parents about the tragic accident. But I couldn't bear living with my parents any longer. The only place I could go was to a convent. I had to become a servant of God. I wanted to be forgiven. My sins, I wanted my brother to forgive me. And if I had his corpse, if I were able to collect all the parts, I thought he would forgive me. Huh. But it was no use, because his shoe was here. I can never escape from the things that I gave away. But you still have a chance, Johnny. You can still purify them. You have to wash that knife with pure water before your heart tells you that you can't bear it. Jesus Christ. Hot pants. And tell me, just lost hot pants as well. I know it's Iraqi at this point. He likes to take away my favorite characters, but Jesus Christ, you can't kill off hot pants. Take away hot pants at least. Nah, fam, don't take away my hot pants, please, please. I still need my characters, okay? That means that the enemy took the corpse parts, and that enemy used HP to lure Gyro and me over here. The enemy is in the back of the building. Gyro. This knife is definitely mine. It's the knife that I threw away. What is this attack? You have to purify it with water. Water, right. My canteen. I promise to save you. Hot pants. Would any old water work though? That's the thing, to purify it. Because I would imagine you need holy water to purify it. If you haven't got any holy water around, what do? You're pretty much screwed. Pretty much screwed to actually find out what happens next. What? That was no way. It's not possible. It's coming towards me. That was Danny. Brother, Nicholas. I can't drown him in the lake. That white mouse passed by and frightened the horse. These are my steel balls. All of these. None of these are other people's steel balls. They're definitely mine, but I have a feeling that taking one is bad news. This is the enemy's attack. Excluding the two that I just threw, looks like shit. Looks like touching any of the other ones is a bad idea. Johnny! Johnny, can you hear me? It's the enemy. It's an enemy. The user's nearby. Let's play it fair. A stand battle requires a degree of fairness, even if it means you have to divulge your weakness. In order to draw on your own stand power to its fullest, cowardice doesn't equate with strength. My weakness, Gyro Zeppeli, is being purified with water. It's fine if you don't believe me. It's not a trap. You should attempt it. If you wash yourself off with clean water, you'll be freed from the burdens of those that you sacrificed. By the way, Johnny already knows about this. You don't fuck with me. Oh man, okay, all right. This is still ball. Joro, what are you doing? Finish this prisoner off. He's suffering. One more blow with a steel ball. End his suffering. This is from when I screwed up an execution to supervise my father. This steel ball, I definitely threw it away. I got rid of it. Back in my homeland. Why the hell is it here? Oh, Johnny! Joro, that was Joro's scream. This is actually a really interesting stand because it brings back the things that they sacrificed back from the past. It's a really neat thing what they're doing with the characters lately. Like, they're actually kind of allowing like the past to be the center point of all the characters. Like in essence, it's like you can't escape what you were back before the whole entire thing started. Like in essence, they're trying to build a better future for themselves. At the same time, they can't escape their own past, which I actually kind of like. It's one of the more neater things that JoJo Part 7 has done so far. It's just kind of allowed you to realise that, look, their past is still there. It's still a very, very integral part of their character. Even though they themselves try to get away from it, they really freaking can't. It's still stuck there. And it's kind of telling when you think about it. Damn it. It's coming this way again. That's not John. That's not Danny. It can't be Danny. This is an illusion. The enemy is showing us an elaborate illusion. It's the same thing I see in my dreams all the time. But even if that mouse is an illusion, I have to stop it. I can shoot it. And when I said, that's not Johnny, I was like, Johnny's right there. My brain just stopped for a second there again. It's like, wait, what? No. That's not it. It's trapped. I did it. I hit it. Johnny. Johnny. You. Because you let that mouse go into the woods. Johnny. This. If you drowned that mouse in the lake like Father said, that's what would have happened. If that's not the case, then explain it to me. I fell off my horse because of you. You did this to me. You did this to me. You killed me! This is really freaking dark, actually. The more you think about it, it's actually quite a dark arc. Oh! These boots. These boots were Nicholas's boots. Oh God, you took the wrong son. The wrong son. Water. I need to purify the water. The canteen. I need to get to where it is. Uh-oh. God damn it! It's enemy! I'm definitely gonna kill him! Oh, that Johnny. Oh, that Johnny. All that Johnny. All that Johnny. Even though someone actually did mention the fact that he might actually be a sociopath, I was like, oh yeah. The more you kind of factor in certain events, it kind of makes him seem as if he's kind of a little bit crazy, but at the same time not. Like, it's one of those things that it's a morally grey manga when you think about it, because you can honestly kind of, in certain cases with both characters, kind of say, look, what he's doing is to his own degree, his own moral, so you can't actually, in theory, say anything against him, but at the same time, it's like, you can question it, which I actually kind of like. But yeah, when someone actually pointed out, oh, he might be a sociopath, I was like, huh, what do you know? I never thought of it in that way. dodge. Damn it, this white mouse. I didn't aim for you when oh, damn it, this white mouse. But I didn't aim for you when I shot my nail bullet. I'll definitely get rid of you later. But there's something I need to shoot first. And that's why I did it. Oh, 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 that Johnny. Oh, that Johnny. I aim for the canteen, but that's not the only thing I aim for. Isn't all well on this property? The well might have dried up, but it's there. So that means that there has to be a water source just underneath the ground somewhere, about 10 meters down or so. There has to be running water under the ground, and my nail bullets can easily reach down 10 meters. Gulp, gulp. I have plenty of water for purification. I'm going to go to Gyro and definitely. Oh, I'm going to go to Gyro. I'm definitely going to get the corpse parts from the enemy. And I'm certain the one who has both legs is Johnny. The 7 end. So, 58 Civil War Part 3. I think the actual volume itself is a lot longer, but the chapters are a lot shorter, actually, the more I think about it, because it's been kind of a lot shorter, I think. I'm only 30 minutes through it. I'm actually like 3 chapters in of the 4 chapters. I've got enough purifying water now. I have herbs in my pocket for regrowing my nails too. Oh, my nail bullets too. Right now I have nails on both hands. I can shoot 10 bullets. Jump. Ah. If your heart is wavering, Johnny Joestar, do not shoot. Huh? Listen well, if your heart is wavering, then do not shoot, because then the door to a new path will be open to you. Ooh. Ooh. This arc's been really freaking good so far, actually. Like, holy crap, the arc is amazing. Like, each arc of JoJo Part 7 is actually amazing, but still, damn, son. This one's been good. This one's been good. What? What was that just now? Behind me just now. Who was that? Another illusion? No, it can't be. Someone was definitely standing behind me just now. It wasn't like an illusion. I could hear his breathing and feel his body heat. There was definitely a man there, and what's going on with my legs? They're not supposed to move like this. They're twitching. Nothing like this has ever happened before. My legs are moving. That man, where did he come from? Can't be. Ah! Ooh. It's the second time we've seen him, actually, because we saw him back with Blackmore, if I remember correctly, as well. Like, was that about 10 chapters ago? I think we saw him Blackmore. Yeah, it was with Blackmore, actually. It's when Lucy escaped. Well, didn't escape, but kind of was on the run for a bit. Gyro, I'm coming over there right now. The one that has the legs and his body right now is Johnny Joestar. I see. And that would mean step. That I need to hunt Johnny Joestar thoroughly now. If I let my guard down, he'll defeat me. In order to obtain the corpse, you should be prepared. The fight is just beginning. My stand civil wars attack will definitely be completed soon. People must sacrifice something in order to advance. Bastard. Ah, Joe, where are you? Johnny. Johnny, the user is nearby. Joe, the user's somewhere around here. Aim for the user. Over there. Joe, is he over there? I have to beat the user, of course. But not just the user. I have to get rid of the white mouse right now. I have to shoot it. If I don't erase its existence right now, I don't think I'll ever be able to find the stand user. Ah! This book. These are the books that I threw away on the way to school because I didn't want to read them anymore. These are all books. And this set square, because a friend I lent it to caught a bad case of the epidemic, I threw it over a cliff using sticks to hold it. I remember. And that's my ruler. And that 4-leaf clover, I'd forgotten all about it. A girl gave it to me on my birthday. After we weren't in the same class anymore, I didn't even remember what happened to her after that. And this trophy, shit. I thought I destroyed this thing. It's my second place from when I couldn't beat Dio. Why? All of these things, all of the trash that I collected here, they're all things I found away in the past. Oh. Ah. Ah. I did it. I click in here. It's disappearing. Ah. Uh-oh. Ah. That's... God took the wrong son. Why, Nicholas? You should never have fallen off that horse. Father. If God had to take one of my sons, it should have been you. Nicholas died because of you. Stop it. This is just an illusion. It can't be. My father's alive and he's in Kentucky. This is just like that white mouse. It's just an illusion. Shit. I'll shoot it. This is a stand attack. If the illusion touches me, it's all over. I can shoot it. I'll destroy this thing with my nail bullets. If your heart is wavering, do not shoot. You will grow once more shall the gates leading to a new path open for you. Oh. I like this art because it actually allows you to see the past. It allows you to actually realize the past is actually coming back to them. But yeah, his Johnny's childhood is really freaking horrible when you think about it. Like, it was horrible to read when you actually had to read it back when the chapters actually happened. It was quite horrible when you think about it. Like, you just realize at that point, Johnny's character sometimes does waver on the morality scale, but the way he came from was absolutely disgusting because it was horrible to actually have to go through that. To be told that God took the wrong son. It's freaking horrible. It's one of those things. It's a horrible constant reminder that thing actually happened and it was actually there, always in your heart. But man, I don't know. Again, who was that? It can't be. He's Jesus Christ. The sacred corpse. No, it can't be. And what does he mean by don't shoot? If I don't, I'm done for. This isn't an enemy, it's a stand. Ah! Father! Johnny. Ah, ah, don't move. I don't want to shoot you, please. Don't come any closer. The breathing, this feeling, is exactly the same as my father's. Ah, don't move. Don't come any closer. I didn't throw him away. You threw me away. You didn't even come to my races. You didn't even come to see me in hospital when I got shot. Stop! Don't come near me! Johnny, you did well. I know what a user is now. I was using the echoes. That rotation of my steel ball was made to find him. He's to your left. He's traveling through the shadows of the rubble to finish you off. I can feel his location. Right there. He just stopped. You're here. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. You did it. Good job, Johnny. Yes. Gah. Good, Johnny. Ugh. This is good. My final attack is finally complete. Ugh. People must sacrifice something in order to move forward. Huh? You, Johnny, you sacrificed me in order to advance. Oh! Oh! Since you shot me, this is what you've done. You finally killed me. You sacrificed me. Do you understand? This is what I wanted you to do in the end, all along. And that's why you, Johnny Joestar, will bear the burden of everything I've discarded. You'll receive all of the sins that I've discarded in my past. Now, my past is purified. What was he talking about just now? What was he saying? I told you, I'm purified now. Huh? Finally, my stand. Civil war is complete. Bastard! Oh! Oh! These are the sins you have to bear. You now have to bear. These are the sins you now have to bear. What the hell is this? I've sacrificed many things in order to advance to where I am now. Even more so than normal people. I've always wanted to purify my sins. Perhaps that's why I received a stand like this. In order to get the corpse, I gave you all of my sins the moment you killed me. Everything that was thrown away here became yours, and thus, I was able to come back. It all happened back in 1863. That place, that time. At the time, I was broken in heart and soul. Those days when I was still young, I'd always wanted to be a musician, like Dvorak. I was listening to the army. I was ordered to be a lookout in the most remote town that I had ever known. Day after day, my only companions were the terror of impending war and silent darkness. I couldn't bear it, so I took to alcohol. And it was on the one day that I overslept that the enemy troops advanced on the town. When I woke up, the enemy was already passing the tree where I was hidden. Light the lamp in order to warn the soldiers nearby of an incoming enemy troop. That was all I had to do. I didn't do it. If I had done that, they would have found me hiding in the tree, and I would have been killed. And so I sat down and silently drank the rest of my drink. The moments later, I heard gunfire, and I could see the fire and smoke burning from the town nearby. The people of the town were massacred, and that marked the beginning of the continued losses on our side in the war. And this town is precisely where those events took place all those years ago. These phantoms are the people I sacrificed so that I could live, and now you bear the burden of the sacrifice. Oh, okay. Alright. Ah. I've returned purified, and now I have the right to claim those corpse legs. Ah! 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 If your heart is wavering, Johnny Joestar, do not shoot. You'll never find the new path that way. I'm not lost anymore. I understand now. I've realized where I should shoot my nail bullets. I have to shoot myself. The golden rotation. You'll take me towards a new path. The end. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. That was, oh boy. Man, how long is this chapter then? Oh wow, it's actually quite a long chapter. It's 30 pages. 60 actually. Right, so. This arc is so freaking good. Like, really it is. It's absolutely great. Axel Rowe. Oh, Axel Rowe. Sad name, Civil War. Civil War creates a dimension where the sins of the past are collected. There is no way to rid oneself of these past sins. And in order to purify oneself, they must make someone else bear that burden. 59 Gettysburg Dream. Oh my god, that spread. That freaking spread. Oh! Oh! Oh boy. That's a good spread. That's a good spread. That's a JoJo spread. 59 Gettysburg Dream. I like JoJo because it gives you the good songs to listen to afterwards when you're sitting there like, what should I listen to? And you whack out those JoJo tunes. You're like, those are good tunes. The tunes that JoJo give you are the best. A lot of people actually kind of say is like, I can't stand the idea of people actually listening to the music after reading JoJo's, but it's like, why would you mind if more people actually, if more exposure to that band happens, then what's the problem? I've heard people actually kind of like against the whole entire idea of people actually listen to the bands or music after reading JoJo, but like, that's not really a problem. So again, it's like, it happens in every single media, but if more exposure comes to that band, then what's the problem? I don't know, it's a bit of a weird thing sometimes. People are like, no, I don't want people coming to listen to a band after reading JoJo, but it's like, no, what's the problem? I don't know. The 9 Gettysburg Dream. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, it's weird. Because I remember watching a video about it. People are like, "Oh, I can't stand that idea." I'm like, "But why?" I don't mind if someone went out and listened to Guns N' Roses after reading something about JoJo. Then, what's the problem? What's the problem? If someone listens to Metallica after reading JoJo, I don't mind. It's more exposure to that band. I mean, yeah, they could have got it from another means, but if it's from JoJo, it's just tells you it's good. What's the problem? It's just, it makes no sense why people argue against the whole entire idea, but that's the internet for you. Do not press F. He's not dead, okay? He's not dead, okay? Stop pressing F. Araki would not do it. Araki would not do it, though I've seen him do things beforehand, but still, he wouldn't do it. Johnny. Now I have both legs, finally. I've got them. Name, Axl Rose. Stand name, Civil War. Has the ability to summon things that his opponent has sacrificed in the past. Also has the ability to mount his own sins upon someone else in order to purify himself. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Oh. Scrape, scrape. Where's the upper half of the body? Johnny should have still have part of the spine in his bag. Retrieve all of the corpse parts. Where did Johnny's severed upper body go? Oh, oh boy, it's happening. It's happening. Choo, me. Oh, it's happening, boys. It's happening. It's happening. Johnny. God. What? What is this? Ooh. It's happening, boys. It's happening. Johnny's body wasn't torn into pieces. Oh yeah. I think, a few seconds ago, Johnny, even though I don't know why, shot himself. Ah! From that hole. His left arm is moving with that hole. The arm is extending from that hole. God, the golden rotation. That rotation is a pathway into infinity. If Johnny shoots himself with that rotation using his nail bullets, then the bullet hole, that point where the rotation of the bullet spirals into, that infinite location the spiral spins into, the smallest point possible, is where Johnny sucked his body into. If Johnny was able to attain a perfect rotation, and theoretically he can move within that infinite space freely, for a few seconds that Johnny's stand ability is activated. This is a new path that even a Zeppeli family never taken. My ghost, don't let Johnny go. Grab onto him and tear his body apart. Oh, oh, it's happening. Boys, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. Oh, I thought of ambulances going past. I thought, oh, that's actually kind of ironic. So whenever I stream JoJo, ambulance always goes past. So it's like the kind of always thing. But no, it wasn't. It went over yonder somewhere. That was alright. It just sounds really annoying. Every single time I stream JoJo, always an ambulance goes past. Good. I can see better this way. The previous page? No, good. Nice. This means that using the final point infinity is an ability that Johnny can harness now. If you're wavering, Johnny, then don't shoot. It always happens though. Every single time I stream JoJo, every single stream an ambulance always goes past. Even sometimes 4 ambulances go past. I have no idea why. Hey Johnny, I would congratulate you on finding a new use for your stand ability, but listen. There's no further for you anymore, Johnny. It doesn't matter if you gain another ability or you somehow attain more power. Think about it. Why are you placed in this situation right now? Why are these ghosts here in the first place? My existence here is protected because of your sins. Joestar, you're already carrying the sins of my past. Because of my stand civil war. Have you forgotten? My sin, the people of this town I've sacrificed, the burden that you bear now. The ghosts that used to be mine are now yours, Johnny Joestar. I tell you one more time, I was revived because you sacrificed me. That's why my stand civil war. I live with your sins. I live within your sins, and that's why you'll never be able to kill me, no matter what you do. This battle is already over. It looks like your stand has awakened and found a new ability, but my ghosts have already taken the part of the spine that you were carrying when they grabbed you. My goal is to collect the corpse parts and become completely purified. Only one more part. If I find the skull and 9 pieces... If I find the skull, all 9 pieces will be in place. Shit, he's going to get away. No, he's going to leave us here. Oh... Ah, he got away. Amazing. This is his body. And it's becoming one with my own body. Yes, I left my sins behind with all of the other garbage in that dump. And now I'm completely purified. Ooh! Oh, no you don't, Fambo. No you don't. Oh, Fambo, you're screwed now. What? Johnny Joestar? His stand? Shit. A last resort, huh? Ah. He's not here. Ah. Johnny, what are you trying to do? It's over, Johnny Joestar. It's all over for you. And if you grab onto the corpse through that hole, you'd just be torn apart by those ghosts anyway. Snap, snap, crack, crack. What? What is that? He's breaking the corpse bones. Don't pull it. It's going to break the corpse. What the hell is he planning? Snap. Johnny. Crack. Tug. Urgh. Bastard! Let go! Crack. And there's the ambulance. And there's the ambulance. What? It's rotating hole. What would happen if something besides Johnny's body went in? If the corpse were to be sucked into this hole, it can't be. He can't be thinking that since he won't be able to have the corpse for himself, that he'll just destroy it. You fucking bastard! Let go of it! Oh damn, son. Ah! I damaged the corpse. Hey Johnny, what the hell are you doing? Snap. Crack. Snap. Hey. That look. That expression on Johnny's face. What are you doing, you bastard? Do you understand what you're doing? Do you even know whose corpse this is? Stop, you can't win! Johnny, that look. That's the dark intention that the gunman Ringo saw in him. It's that dark side of Johnny that can kill without a moment's hesitation, if he's driven to it. Those are Killer's eyes. Johnny's prepared to throw everything away, even his humanity. Jesus Christ. You can tell that Johnny's he's kind of crazy, the man. He's a crazy dude sometimes. Like, I like him for that reason, because he's not a protagonist in the normal sense, but he's not also like in the sense of like Light from Death Note. He's not in that sense either, because he's not kind of completely off the rails towards the end. No, he's still got his humanity left in him, but he's just kind of has those intentions in him that kind of trigger at any point and just kind of just changes character completely, which I really do like. Johnny, stop. Even if we lose now, if the Pope is looking for that corpse, it must be something important. It's wrong to destroy it. Just give it over to him. Jaro, if my heart is wavering, don't shoot. But I'm not wavering anymore. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Oh, my nose is actually really itchy today as well. Oh, my nose is really itchy. You fucking piece of ignorant trash. You have no right to even touch this corpse. I'll teach you just how low you are. Just how much of a piece of trash you really are. Ah! God. Oh no! He wouldn't do it. He would not do it. Nah, fam, he would not do it. He would not. Nah. He wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's the problem. I think what happened with Johnny is what happened shaped him as a person. I think because he's one of those people that doesn't really know what he's doing is actually completely incorrect. Because he's got his own motivation to why he's there. And he wants to kind of fulfill it, even if it kind of does mean he betrays people along the way. He doesn't care. That's the thing. Like, deep down, he's still kind of a good person, but the fact is, his actual kind of motivation kind of keeps him on the morally grey path. But let's face it, he almost threw away Gyro at one point to actually kind of with the corpse. If it wasn't for him going, yeah, I should probably give up at this point, he probably might have gone through with it. Let's face it. He's a morally grey person, but he's all the better because of it. You think about it, because otherwise, if you had a cut and dry protagonist like say Jolene or Johnny from part 1, then it wouldn't be as great to see him kind of progress. But the fact is, you're seeing a character constantly shift, like kind of not motivations, but kind of shift what he truly wants. It's actually kind of a great thing to see, because you're always constantly seeing like, dude, I would not do that at this point. Like it's an interesting kind of concept. I mean, Gyro, as you say, is kind of the only good person there, but sometimes I believe there might be points with him as well. Not to the same degree as Johnny, because Johnny's crazy sometimes. Like, Johnny is legit off the rails at points. Not the same degree as Kira, though, from Death Note, but he does teeter on the kind of, like, dude, calm down for a bit here, because he almost threw away the thing that everyone's been looking for his whole entire time just to kind of end everything at this point. It's kind of crazy. Ah! I did it. I did it. I won. When I've reached the other side of the hole. Rotten hell, victory is mine. Johnny! You're wrong. No, the victory is mine. Oh? Are you regretting what you've done? I made you kill me on purpose. You killed me right then with that knife. Whoops. That's a sin, isn't it? Oh, this boy. Your sanity deals with those that are sacrificed, doesn't it? That would mean that the sins that you made me bear go right back to you. That's why I was revived, because you purified me. Oh. Oh man, that was kind of clever when you think about it. It's kind of borderline sociopathic, but it's kind of clever. Like he fooled everyone. He fooled everyone. You think about it. Like it wasn't as if he was doing on purpose. Granted, he probably was, but still, there's a motive to why he was doing it. I kind of like that. Oh, your ghosts are gone too. They've gone back. They've gone back to you. Your sound range only extends within this building. Leave the corpse there and leave, or else it will be a piece of cake for me to leave this building and finish you off. Victory is ours. One more time. I'll make you kill me. I'll make you kill me. Kill me, and rot in here with the rest of the trash. Oh! How? No. You're... Why would you? Oh! It's him! It's a Mandem himself! Oh! That last twist, JoJo Part 7. Araki, you old bean. Araki, you old bean. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautifully done, my boy. You did well, Axel. You won't die straight away. I purposely missed your vitals. Who's there? Glance. What? Why are you here? You're... I saved you from Axel, who was attacking you with that axe. It was it's a legitimate cause. I stopped Axel from attacking you, so civil war can't affect me. His sins will not be mine to bear. Besides, Axel is still alive. He still has worth, if only for a few more minutes. What? How long were you watching? President. This was also I could get all of the corpse parts at once, so that I would be able to attain all 9 parts for our country. That's why I held the Steel Ball Run in the first place. Axel, don't die just yet. Use your remaining strength to kill, not to kill, to keep Johnny and Gyro from using your. Oh man, okay. Axel, don't die just yet. Use your remaining strength to keep Johnny and Gyro here using your stands to the war. I have no intention of sinning by staying here any further. Ah! 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 Oh, it's Hot Pants is back as well. Thank God Hot Pants is back. I was like, do not leave Hot Pants yet. I cannot see Hot Pants go just yet. I've got all of them. I've got them all. The only part left is the skull. The part that I should tell. The parts that I have should tell me where the last part, where to find the last part of the corpse. The left eye, that's in Dio's possession, but the right eye, I thought that Gyro or Hot Pants might have had it, but I was wrong. That would mean that one of my men on the inside. I need to sneeze. No. Apparently not. Apparently not. I'm not sneezing today. I'm not sneezing right now. My nose was like, oh boy, you need to sneeze. I was like, great, but no, not in the end. That would mean that one of my men on the inside is a traitor, and he's still hiding, the one who has the right eye. Oh, there we are. I thought I was going to sneeze again just then. I thought, oh, here we go. No, we're good. About 145 kilometers away from Philadelphia, the finish line, New York City, days to the end of the race, estimated at 5 days. Oh, there we go, boys. There we go, the end of the volume. Oh, boy, that was freaking amazing. Once again. Oh, boy. Oh, man, that was good. That was good. We saw morally grey Johnny as well. That was really freaking great. I was like, I want to see more of that because I like his morally grey persona, because it's one of those things that it's just kind of interesting to see that he would literally throw everything away just for his own cause, or for a cause in general. But at the same time, the morally grey nature of his character does in theory help situations at the same time, because in that situation, he was in theory breaking the body, possibly even destroying it, let's face it, but at the same time, it didn't in theory work in his favour. It wasn't as if he was doing it just to kind of end it all at that point. I thought it was actually kind of a neat thing. It's a neat thing to do with his character, because again, he's a character that doesn't actually kind of have a kind of correct purpose, because where he came from does in theory evoke this idea of a tragic past, this idea of a sympathetic protagonist. But what Araki does with his character does in theory shape him, which I actually do quite like, because in other mangas, in other shows, in other mediums, you would see this kind of backstory kind of placed into the character that actually kind of make you go, okay, no, I do really feel for you right now, which it does to some degree, but at the same time, the events of what he does makes him feel as if he's actually human. He's actually one person that actually does in theory create mistakes. So those people that actually will in theory just kind of just kind of give everything up for just a kind of advanced. And I actually quite like that, because otherwise you might get a cut and dry protagonist, but it might in theory work. But here, the fact that we kind of get this morally grey attitude with his character just makes him even seem more believable, I must say. He's a nice contrast to Gyro's character, I think, because you just don't know what Johnny will do. Because in other mangas, in other JoJo's, you might know what the character might do. You might say, oh, he's going to do something, or she's going to do something that's actually probably going to work correctly. Really freaking goddamn cool. But here you're like, Johnny, like, that's not the correct way of doing things. Like, do not do that. That's really freaking, like, the wrong thing. Which I really do like, because it makes him seem more believable. It makes him seem more human. Like, he's not just kind of any old protagonist. He's not really a protagonist either, because when you think about it, he actually could in theory be classed as an antagonist, well, at points. Because technically there is thoroughly no antagonists in this manga so far. There's not one overarching villain, because you could in theory say everyone's technically their own villain in their own right. I mean, in essence, their past does in theory kind of catch up to them sometimes, and actually kind of does tell you these people weren't good people sometimes. They're actually kind of terrible people sometimes as well. Johnny's one of the prime examples of it. Not terrible to the same degree as maybe Kira or someone like that, but he's still not what we expect from a JoJo character, which I really do like, because it's allowing you to see that even Araki realizes that, look, I've got to change this up, because otherwise all the characters I do are just kind of too good. Like, there's never this idea of what a person can do, because Jolene's kind of like, she was in prison, but she was framed for what she did. She didn't really do anything wrong. So it kind of tells you that, look, she's a good person. But Johnny, no, Johnny's kind of terrible sometimes. Like, you just kind of sit there and go, Jesus Christ, Johnny. He almost threw away Jiraiya, for God's sake. Jiraiya almost became a tree, for God's sake, for his own cause. Like, he's not the best person in the universe. So it kind of brings into question certain events, and I think this one's actually really, really freaking well done because of it, because it allows you to kind of see the past of Johnny Joestar, but actually allows you to realize where he is currently, and not actually to the same degree that you would expect from a protagonist. Because let's face it, sometimes you get that character in a manga or a film that actually kind of uses their past to actually kind of advance their character. Here it's kind of used also to that degree, but at the same time it actually allows you to realize that, look, because of that past, because of what happened, because of all the events, Johnny's become quite a morally grey character. Like, he's a character that doesn't actually really know what's good and what's bad sometimes. He believes his own cause, and that's probably the reason to why he's that way. Probably to himself, he doesn't realize this thing to be bad, because in other shows, his persona would be classed as something that's actually kind of a protagonist would do. Like, in essence, not in the same degree, because he's got his own cause, he's got a reason to fight, but at the same time, in other ones, it would be sugarcoated to actually believe to be is actually kind of good. But here it's like, no, what he's doing is kind of terrible. Like, it's a good thing to do, because otherwise you're kind of like, what's the point? But here, it's like, no, you actually kind of see it as a morally grey nature to what he does. All the things he does is morally grey sometimes. You just kind of, I like it, I really do. That's why I love Johnny so much, because he's as someone actually said last stream, a sociopath. It's actually kind of true when you think about it. He actually is a sociopath. Not to the degree of because there's actually seven total reasons to be a sociopath. Like, not 7 reasons to be a sociopath, but 7 reasons to why a person can be a sociopath. I think he checks out maybe 2 of them, or maybe 3 of them, so he's maybe about half of a sociopath. Like, he's not a complete sociopath, but just kind of there. He's on the scale of sociopathia. I think is how you actually call it. But yeah, he's there. It's actually kind of a neat thing, because otherwise it was needed, I think, in JoJo, because otherwise you're kind of just sitting there going, look, we're following a really freaking good person. What's the point? You know he's going to win in the end. But here you're like, does Johnny deserve to win? What he's done, does he deserve to win? Like, he's got his own cause, but is what he's done up to his whole entire point warrant his win in the end? No, it really doesn't sometimes. And it's kind of a nice contrast to Jiraiya's character, because Jiraiya's family is actually kind of like a grey area as well when you think about it. It's actually kind of an interesting thing with Jiraiya's family. It's kind of grey in the sense of how it's actually kind of portrayed. It might not be bad, because it's actually kind of, it might not be. We don't know. It depends on interpretation, really. But it's one of those things that this manga does perfectly. It kind of tells you, look, your own interpretation leads to the actual outcome of the final, like, kind of interpretation of the manga. But it's kind of neatly done, I think. Yeah, I think so as well. Like, it's just, the writing this one's incredible, because of the sense that you just never know what's going to happen with the characters, plus also how the actual backstory feeds into the actual events is kind of interwoven masterfully, I must say, because the whole entire time last time with Jiraiya's backstory is really well done towards how it actually kind of advanced the narrative. I actually quite like it. But yeah, I think now we're up to like 9 or 8 volumes left, I believe, at this point now. And so far, it's amazing. It's amazing, I must say. So yeah, that does it for me for today. So yeah, what I will say from now on, if I happen to become a little bit patchy with how I upload or stream JoJo Part 7, it's because I've got to do work, because the crunch time's kind of happened at uni at this point. Like, it's March into April is kind of like the crunch time. You got to get everything done. So I'm actually kind of a little bit like maybe late with maybe one stream, maybe kind of having a two-week break, maybe 3-week break, it's because I'm just doing work, I'm getting everything done. So then in the summer I actually can read this to the end and actually then start part 8. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say, just in case anyone's like, okay, so where is JoJo part 7? It's just because of that reason, because just got to do work and everything else in between sometimes. So yeah, with all that said, that has been me for today. I've indeed been the driver. If you have enjoyed this whole entire stream on Twitch, and you do want to leave a follow, then do leave a follow, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If you've enjoyed what I do here on YouTube, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube, and you want to stay a little bit longer, then do the sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. That was a ambulance again, right at the end. But until next time, I've indeed been the driver, and I shall see you guys later.